All right, so I've already cut the flange off. I'm gonna get that gasket off later, but it's the old exhaust. We're gonna get rid of that. We don't want that no more. And I have two options here. I think I'm gonna like I think I like this one better. So let me show you what that's gonna look like. Anyway, so that's the shorter pipe, and I don't like where that one's gonna end, and that's the longest bit of that I have at that angle. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's try the other piece. Here's the other option I got. I can cut that off, but if I angle, I can get it on there, right? And I can angle it up just a little bit, maybe take it off right above the tire. Yeah, let's try that. All right, so that's what we're gonna go with. We're gonna cut it at an angle so it's nice and cool looking, you know? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, we got that bad boy cut off, and I am really happy with how straight that came out. And then, so pretty much the plan is to get that sucker on there, right? Oh, but when I do it, I gotta angle it up a little bit and fill the gap. But that shouldn't be too hard. So I'm gonna do that real quick and I'll show you what I come up with. All right, so I've got my edges beveled. They meet up nice and pretty now. I think I'm going to put it about there, angling away from the tire. Yeah, plenty of space for stuff to move and groove and not get in the way. All right, I think that'll give us a pretty good flow too. We can always change it. So I'm gonna tack that in and we're gonna see what happens. Here, we can get it all in one shot. Boom, thumbnail, boom. All right, so I got two tacks holding it on right now. I had to undo my first one and rearrange it because I didn't like how it was sitting. But I'm gonna have to fill in a little bit of a gap, that's okay. That's what we're working with there, and I will be taking this and getting it sandblasted tomorrow so I can get it painted and all that stuff. So it's not gonna get all rusty and nasty, but I gotta be able to, I wanna be able to clean out the interior, so I'm gonna take it to work with me and sandblast it. Get all those freaking old gaskets and everything off, get a new one ordered, blah, blah. So, cause yeah, my sandblaster here just won't do it. I'll have to take it in. All right, I'm gonna take that off and take it over to the welding table and weld it up and take a look at it, see what I can do. Let's see, let's give it a shot. All right, I wasn't gonna grace the world with my welds, but that was when I was trying to figure out the material and the thickness and how much wire speed and all that stuff. Oh, now it needs to focus. And then after I figured it out, it got a lot better. Way freaking better. So, got way better. And we're back to garbage, but that's all the way around. I'm just gonna grind it out now. See what it looks like and bolt it on. All right, so I'll take and clean this up a little bit more a little later. As you can see, I just gotta clean it up a little more. Let's see, but that's what we got out of all that. So let's see about bolting it on real quick and get a look at her. All right, so we are bolted on. I'm not even gonna worry about cleaning up the rest of that backside. That can stay how it is. I'm just gonna worry about cleaning up this front and getting that all pretty. But this will not stay red, I promise. This will not stay red. But that's it. That's my new exhaust pipe. What do you guys think? There, I just pulled it outside to take some pictures and stuff of it. But out here, oh my gosh, I'm in love. I'm in love with this thing. I like it a lot. I cannot wait to get this all done and then repainted and good to go. But I was just thinking about my sprocket here, and I have an idea, and it's a little goofy, but I know this is reversed right now. It's backwards. It's supposed to be on this side, and I did that on purpose because I want to use this sprocket to mount that sprocket. And you're probably like, what, why, how, why would you do that? And it's because I'm gonna risk it. I think I have an idea that'll work. A bunch of plates, a bunch of supports and stuff. I think it'll work no problem. And I'm gonna take the coast brake out of here, so that way the tire can then spin that way, being mounted on this side. Yeah, and if that don't work, then I will start thinking of something else. So I'll first try to take those brakes out of there and then try spinning it, and if it spins no problem, then then I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try my little idea. I mean, that's a real, let me see if, ooh, ooh, that might be an issue. We might have to, not on the tire, we might have to, there's not much room on either side. There's more room on this side though, but I'm gonna run into the same problem. I'm gonna have to think about this one, but I think I might still be able to use that one. All I would have to do is pull this, put a spacer in, so this gets pushed further away that way. It'll still stay aligned, it'll just push this edge out a little bit so that way I can fit that sprocket, because it fits, no problem. That goes in, like it's in there. But if you can see, it kind of angles down, and I don't know if it goes in there. Yep, it goes in there. It goes in there, but with that tight clearance, I'm worried about these bolts. These bolts are going to be what's spinning around that area, and that area needs to be nice and clear, so I might have to do a little bit more work than I thought I originally had to back here, but that's okay. I'm going to figure this out. I'll get this figured out, even if I have to cut that piece out and fucking move it over here and blah 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 blah. I'll figure this out to keep it centered and all that stuff. But to get the engine in, or to get the sprocket on, to get the chain going to the sprocket, it's almost perfectly aligned right here. It's gonna have, either I gotta run it at a little bit of an angle, or I have to move the engine over, and that means redoing the exhaust. I don't know, I'll have to think about this. I'll have to look at it, and once I get to putting the sprocket on this weekend, I'll take a look. Okay? Yeah, I might be ending it here, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go in the house, I'm tired. All right, so I took that exhaust in and I sandblasted it. Let's see, I gotta fix a couple little tiny welds. I don't know if you'll be able to see them on the camera. You can't see them, but I got two tiny little itty bitty pinholes. One's like right here and the other one's way over here, and this little guy right there. So I'm gonna take and I'm going to tack those super fast, fill those in, and then grind it again. And I'm thinking I'm just gonna sandpaper it super quick. I'm not gonna sandblast it again, but I could sandblast it if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. And then I'm gonna paint that, and while I'm painting that, I think I'm gonna clean this freaking mess, man. Because this is gonna take an hour or two to dry, and then I gotta put it on and run it for a minute, but I gotta change the oil in here too, so I gotta wait to do that, and it's getting a little hard to work in here. So I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna clean up a little bit, and then I might start swapping bolts on the exhaust, or on here. I got some new ones on the gas tank. But other than that, last night I ordered one of those sprocket fittings that go inside the hub here. It goes on the inside of here, and then it'll stick through the spokes and it'll go on there. I'm gonna try that. It's one of the ones for those 80cc kits. I'm hoping that, you know, this only has like a smidgy bit more horsepower than one of those 80cc kits, the two-stroke ones. So I'm gonna hope that it's not gonna shred the thing apart. It shouldn't. I've been watching a ton of videos and doing a ton of research, and I've seen a bunch of guys using them, and they're going for that one opposed to the one that just bolts directly onto this with the rubber plates, because it puts a lot less pressure on your spokes. So that's why I wanted to get that one, and I think that one is going to get us where we need to be without me having to make a whole freaking deal for this guy. So yeah, I'm going to do that exhaust and clean up a little bit, and maybe do a couple other things. I'm gonna run this seat for a little while, but it definitely will be swapped. But yeah, let's do the exhaust. Let's get that all painted up and stuff. All right, so I got that sucker welded, grinded, sanded. I know I forgot to show you, but then I painted it. Just waiting for that tip to dry. I put a little bit extra on there because I was spraying up into it just a smidgy bit. Yeah, it's not looking bad. That's just shiny. I didn't miss a spot. It's just shiny. It's not looking bad. Went with a black. Cool. I'm going to rotate that because it seems like this side out here is drying faster. So I'm going to rotate it. I went with this from Home Depot because I'm also going to use this on my grill. So I figured, well, why not? So I'm gonna put this on there and use that. Whew. Maybe I'll just, no, I won't do that. But yeah, there it is. I started cleaning already. It's already looking a lot better in here. I can actually move around again and pick my feet up. Pretty soon all of this stuff will be gone and cleared out. But yeah, the stuff I'm going with right there. I'm hoping it'll work good. All right, so the exhaust just came out of the oven. I just threw it on the ground here to let it cool down. I should have hung it up now that I think about it. Yeah, I should have hung it up. I don't know what I was thinking there. But yeah, that's the exhaust all done. How did that go? I touched it a little bit with my glove. I tried grabbing down just down here, but it's still really hot. I'm gonna let it cool down and we'll come back out to it in a little while and see what we got going on here. All right, so we're gonna get the new exhaust on there. I cut out a gasket. A buddy from work gave me one. So I made the holes a little bit tight, but it's okay. All right, let me match these guys back up, make sure I put it on the right way. Head it upside down. Am I backwards at all? Make sure I'm not backwards here. Okay. Like I said, made the screw holes a little tight. I'm gonna get it down there. Just gonna be real gentle with it. Get that sucker, I'll just keep pushing down. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. And now we can take our pipe. Put our pipe back on with our crush washers. I'm gonna thread one on real quick to hold it for me for just a second. Okay, just gently. Then I can take this, put that one on. All right, and then I think 13. Just a little bit of torque, because I'm going to be taking this off later. So I can put on, so I can move the engine plate and stuff. That's it. That sucker's on there now. No better angle of it. And like I said, it does angle out away from the tire a little bit when you're looking at it from the back. Angles out. So I'm directly in line with the bike. So it's not gonna shoot right at it. All right, I'm all done for the day. Got the exhaust on there. The reason I uploaded these first 3 videos of this so close together and tight like that is because I did a lot of work really fast in 3 days. Stop it. Did a lot of work really fast in 3 days, and when I was trying to export it, it just wouldn't split the videos and stuff, so I ended up having to break them down into smaller segments, because the first video was supposed to be like 20 minutes long and stuff, but it didn't end up happening. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching the video.